You ready to talk some receivers?
Yeah.
Some big-time receiver gets by the Cleveland Browns. We'll get to that after a quick word from FanDuel. Guys, the NBA playoffs are in full swing, and FanDuel is giving new customers an incredible way to get in on the action right now. When you join FanDuel and place your first $5 bet, you'll get $250 in bonus bets if that first $5 bet wins. Don't miss out. Head over to FanDuel.com/UCSS. and claim your $250 in bonus bets today.
You feeling now?
2 receiver moves the Browns made yesterday. 1, they signed Diontae Johnson. 2, they put the rarely used
bizarre
free agent tag.
I had never even heard of this. Have you ever heard of this unrestricted free agent tag?
You haven't heard of it? I haven't heard of it.
Will you explain it to people who don't? I have a basic understanding.
I had never even heard of it before last night, and then I looked up to see what it was. I've heard, you've heard of the tender on guys who are like or restricted free agents and stuff like that, or guys who are like undrafted free agents. You have that. So this is, I didn't know this rule existed.
It's been used like 3 times in the last 15 years.
Really? I didn't know if it had been used at all. So how it works is the unrestricted free agent deadline, which I didn't know existed, apparently is July 15th. I can't remember now the exact date. It's sometime in July.
It's changed. It actually got moved up to May 1st now.
Oh, really?
With this tender. So, yeah, he will be a
that's
Cleveland
a big
Brown
difference.
in 4 days.
If he doesn't sign with someone else.
Sign with someone next. Okay,
that's a big difference. It used to be in
Yes.
July.
No,
All right.
It got moved up
So
May 1st.
He signed this unrestricted free agent tender, which means if Elijah Moore does not sign with another team by May 1st, then he can only sign with the Browns after that.
Correct.
And he's guaranteed, if he does sign with the Browns, I believe it's $3.5 million.
3.42.
I'm a little curious why the Browns did that. No, do you think any other team is going to pay him $3.4 million in the next 4 days?
No. The Bills yesterday, and then this news came out. So take that however.
Yeah. Do you think anybody's going to pay him $3.4 million?
No, he's not. He's been on.
So I didn't realize the deadline was May 1st. Okay, so we'll know by May 1st.
The talent. He's a very talented wide receiver.
But he has never put it together.
He has
obviously.
not produced in the NFL.
No.
But for the talent that he has, is somebody probably could look at him and say, "I can do something with that," because it's hard to the talent is the hardest part to have.
This just goes to show you, I do not believe that the Cleveland Browns are tanking this year. I just don't believe it. The moves like this.
I told you. We are not picking within the top 10 this year.
They are because this move right here, if they was wanting to just tank it and just punt on the season, they would let Jamari Thrash.
Well, you wouldn't sign Deontay Johnson.
You wouldn't sign Deontay.
What do you make of the Johnson signing?
Well, here's the thing with the Johnson signing, guys. I'm very torn on this. I understand the guy's a talented player. He had a nearly 1,200-yard season 3 years ago at Pittsburgh. Including that season, he had back-to-back years where he had a total of 15 touchdowns.
Yep.
However, what he did last year was a disgrace. And it's not – I understand he started with the Panthers. That's a bad organization. Okay. He gets traded to the Ravens, right?
They refuse to go in.
Say what you want about the Ravens. You hate them. The Ravens are one of the best organizations in the NFL.
Did he ever give a reason why he didn't go in?
He was unhappy with
playing time
and did not want to go in garbage time.
So he refuses to go in the game. They suspend him for a game. They end up cutting him. He goes to the Houston Texans. In their playoff game, he is complaining on the sideline that he's not getting enough chances in the playoff game.
Talking about the Texans?
Yeah, did I say something else?
No, I didn't know this.
The Texans. And so they cut him. And the Ravens actually reclaimed him on waivers only because they thought they could get a compensation pick if somebody signed him. But because he signed after the draft, they don't get any compensation for him. So he got traded and then cut twice. And he got cut by the Ravens, definitely one of the 5 best organizations in the NFL. And an organization that, in recent years, has shown themselves to be pretty smart in the Houston Texans.
In the Ravens situation, they kind of had their guys.
But they traded for him.
I know, but he wasn't a starter for him, was he?
Well, they probably wanted him to like be there a couple of weeks.
Well, the good news about right now is that he's coming in this all fair game right now.
Right, but like, do you want a guy that quit on his team?
The one thing I will say is that when he played Pittsburgh, he probably gonna try to play his best game of his life.
Hey, look, here's how it's gonna work. This is, I love this. This is why I love it, Tyvis.
Yeah.
This is the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
That's training camp. Hunger Games. Hey, Jerry Judy, I know you got 1,300. Don't get cocky, dog. Don't get cocky. I love Jerry Judy, too. You my guy, too, man. Listen, hey, they gave Elijah Moore looking like they got Flacco back. I was a dog with Flacco. And Njoku, like, hey, listen, David Njoku, I know you was good with Flacco, but you got Harold Fanning Jr., Bird. You got Birdman behind you, bro. You got Birdman behind you, bro. It's a wrap, bro. You better get your stuff together, fam. I love the Hunger Games out there. And if you get cut, you gotta put your setter in the air. What's your area code? Put it in the air.
What school you go to?
I went to OU.
No, high school.
McKinley.
Did he go to McKinley?
Yeah, I just made that up.
That's what this is about. That's what this is about.
I get what you say. Listen, in the end, there's not much downside with Deontay. If he's a pain in the ass, you cut him, you move on.
Yeah, like
they're not giving him any guaranteed money. There's part of me that's like, do we need this guy? Is he going to be bad in the locker room? But if he is, they'll move on from him. I can live with it. There's certainly listen, on paper, he's their second best receiver.
Diontae Johnson, Elijah Moore, Jerry Judy, and Cedric Tillman if he ever gets his life together.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm going to say this about Cedric. I'm going to say this, and nobody's been more negative on the Browns wide receivers than me. I have not given up on Cedric Tillman. I thought he showed something in the middle of the year, and then he got hurt, and he got sidetracked.
He never came back.
He never came back.
Yeah.
I still got hope. I'm not saying he's going to be a star. I still got hope that Cedric Tillman could become a solid number 2. I got hope. Not a guarantee.
McNuggets was about to be money on his prediction.
And then it went
downhill.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, them touches might be going down. You know we got 2 tight ends now.
And we got 2 running backs.
2 backs.
3 running backs.
Look, they run.
By the way, Cosell thinks that it's not a 1A, 1B situation, in his opinion. He said Judkins is going to be the bell cow back. He says he is a...
Wait, who did he thought was one?
Well, a lot of people think they drafted these 2. They'll kind of split the carries, but Judkins is the main guy.
Judkins and Ford.
Oh, you think he's going to be a 3rd string?
Samson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
That's what Jason said, too. I think Samson's going to be 2.
I think it'll be...
But Judkins is going to be the lead back.
Because the fact that Jerome got the home run hitting ability.
Hey, hold on.
Judkins got walked down in the national championship.
Hey, Samson, let me come talk to you
and
real
that's
quick.
my boy.
Let me talk to you, Samson. Dylan. Hey, listen.
He taking Pierre Strong's spot.
The way our checking and savings is set up, we got enough money to get you boys up out of here. Listen, there's a spot open. I believe there's a spot open at multiple positions. You know what's his name? Jerome what?
Baker?
No, not Jerome Baker. He's going to start too.
Ford.
Jerome Ford's hamstrings is like soft serve ice cream. That man's hamstrings is soft serve. Come on, Ty.
He the only home run hitter we got.
But he stayed injured.
This kid's a home run hitter, the Tennessee kid, right?
Dylan Sampson, I like him. Come on, man.
He's a good back. He's a very balanced back.
He's nice.
I think Judkins is going to be...
Tennessee's offensive line was better than a lot of people.
Judkins is going to be a monster, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
like Kareem Hunt. Really good. He's like Kareem Hunt.
But a young Kareem Hunt, right? Not like...
Yeah, like... You know how we got to the goal line and Kareem led the Browns in touchdowns? That's Quinshot.
We're going to see he'll be knocking guys. He's like a Nick Chubb type of back, no?
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful.
He's a powerful.
I mean, that's a high standard.
He ran a 4.4, but
and by the way, we put Nick Chubb's district up. I saw him doing some box jumps, but the Hunger Games called him early.
Got to say, I'm not, as you guys I think know, I'm not a big root for a guy when he goes somewhere else guy. I am 100% rooting for Nick Chubb.
Of course.
I'm glad he's probably going to the NFC.
If he's on the Bears,
I'm rooting for him on the Bears.
Yeah.
I want him to have a great season.
Everybody in Cleveland would
100%.